Hello and welcome back to another Charlotte Legacy League where we have Grixis Shadow versus Temur Rhinos. Both players have kept 7. Zach will be on the play. He's going to play a Wooded Foothills and pass over to Ryan. Ryan will play a Polluted Delta, and we'll see him fetch here, more than likely for a Watery Grave. We'll see where he does a Fetch Shock, puts him down to 17. See a Fetch Shock, and then a Thought Seeds from Ryan. Take a look at Zach's hand here with 2 Misty Rainforest, a Force Negation, a Brazen Borrower, a Shardless Agent, and a Fire and Ice. He's got a couple good picks here. I'd probably take the Shardless Agent or the Force Negation. We'll see which one Ryan wants to take here, depending on what's in his hand. Looks like he has a Dismember, a Brainstorm, a Troll. Can't quite make out the rest, but he's going to take the Force Negation here. Alright, we'll see where we go from here with Zach. Looks like he's going to pass the turn back to Zach. Zach will draw, play a Misty Rainforest, and we'll probably see him fetch here, getting more than likely some basics since Ryan is on Wasteland deck. He's got a basic island and a basic forest here, just as we thought, and we'll see what Ryan has to follow up with next turn. After a little bit of shuffling, we'll pass back over. During the upkeep, Zach is going to ice down the Watery Grave, and we'll see a Troll get cycled here to go get more than likely an Underground Sea or a Watery Grave. Chooses to get the Underground Sea. Ryan is going to pass back over to Zach. Zach will play as Misty, and let's see if he's going to do anything else this turn. We'll see a Brainstorm from Ryan. Put one back on top. We'll see a Watery Grave. Let's see, be able to play a Reanimate or Death Shadow here. We'll see a Fetch from Ryan. We'll see what he wants to go get here. Probably another Underground Sea. Alright. Underground Sea into a Reanimate on the Troll, which will deal, I think, 6 damage to him. Put him down to 8. And now his Death Shadow is online as well. And there's the Death Shadow. So Zach has some work ahead of him now. We'll see a bounce on the Troll from the Petty Theft on Brazen Borrower. Let's see, Zach's doing pretty well about playing around a Daze here that Ryan has in his hand. The Death Shadow is currently a 5/5. We'll see a Fetch from Zach. Get a Volcanic Island. And we'll see Shardless Agent. We got the Rhinos right off the top here, so that was pretty easy for him to find. No Force of Will in hand, so we'll see 2 Rhinos come out, the correct Rhinos as well. And I believe we'll see a pass back over. There's a Grief in his hand now as well. Wasteland. Now you can hardcast the Grief here. See what else Zach is up to. Oh, okay, we're gonna see an Evoked Grief. He has a Minskimbu and looks like 2 lands in his hand. A Misty Rainforest and a Scalding Tarn. What else do we have? We're going to dismember one of the Rhinos. Okay, that makes sense. And then we will see, looks like a Murktide with 4 counters on it. So he's got a 7/7 flyer, and now he has a 7/7 shadow on the ground as well. A little bit of a stalemate here at the moment. Zach will go into the tank thinking about what he wants to do here. We'll more than likely see him pass the turn back, as there's not really anything he can do. Pass the turn back over to Ryan. He does have the flyer that he can play. Ryan draws a Ponder, and we'll see if he finds what he's looking for on top. Looks at the top 3. Force of Will's on top. He does keep that, and we'll see him wasteland the Volcanic Island. Got a Force of Will and something else in hand. We'll see a Petty Theft. Okay, that was the mystery card drawn. Alright. So, try to get rid of that Murktide. We'll see if Zach's going to fetch and play his Brazen Bar at end of turn, because that will allow him to go in for 5 damage, 3 in the air. So only 2 will still get through, though. Oh, it looks like he drew 2 cards there. Right, just put the second one on the bottom. And passes back over to Ryan. He's got a Ponder. Wasteland, Troll, and Force, not something he's looking for. Draws off the Ponder Shuffle. Got to look at 4 cards that time. We'll see an Orcish Bowmaster. Ryan's looking for the token. And we see a Hardcast Force of Will from Zach. Impressive. And then, Simian Spirit Guide off the top. That will almost surely get him there for next turn. We'll see a Death Shadow come, so now we're back at parity for damage. 3 in the air, 4, 6, 8 on the ground. Only 2 can get through, and he loses whole team. Violent Outburst. Well, that will do it. If you've been enjoying our content, please be sure to like and subscribe. Welcome back to Game 2. Both players have kept 7. Ryan will be on the play. We'll see him lead off with an Underground Sea and a Thoughtseize. Let's see what Zach has in his hand. It looks like 2 Wooded Foothills, an Elvish Spirit Guide, a Simian Spirit Guide, a Violent Outburst, a Fire and Ice, and an Endurance. Alright. That should be it for Ryan's turn, and we should go over to Zach. Oh, no, we're going to see Grief evoked, and we'll see the Endurance taken away as well. Well, that is one way to get your hand ripped apart that early in the game. We'll see a pass back over to Ryan. Ryan's got a fetch there, Blue Delta, and a Brainstorm. Zach's going to fetch and Lore and Reveal to get a basic forest and a basic island. We'll see him pass back over to Ryan. Ryan will in-step Brainstorm. We'll see him look top 3 and then fetch away what he didn't like. We'll see a Ponder here. Look at the top 3 here. We'll take one off the top, which is a Force of Will, and a Wasteland. Alright, over to Zach. Play Wooded Foothill. We'll probably see him pass the turn back if he doesn't have anything else to play. He does have a Simian Spirit Guide and an Elvish Spirit Guide to play, but he probably wants to use those to play around days. We'll see a Ponder from Ryan. Keep the top card that he just saw, which was a Steam Vent. He'll play that untapped and take 2 damage. Pass back over to Zach. See if he's got anything to play here. He does have a Brazen Bar in his hand and a Fire Ice that Ryan does know about. We'll see a main Hardcast Grief here, no Evoke. We'll see if Zach wants to try and play out the Brazen Bar in response to put some pressure on the board. Would be probably what I would do, just so I had a flyer to get around what was on the board at the moment, and it put some pressure back over on Ryan. It would be a race at this point. He's going to choose to let him take something out of his hand. It's an interesting play. I think I would at least try to slam the Brazen Borrower there. Just did make him 2 for 1 himself. He had the mana to pay for multiple manas to pay for days. We'll see a Tiger come out and a Simian Spirit Guide cast. Back over to Ryan. See him cast a Ponder here off the Steam Vent, like what he saw on top, and Fatal Push as well. Wow. Cleaned up the board and was able to attack over for 3. Zach down to 19. Back over to Zach's side. Probably have the fetch to see him play another one of these Spirit Guides. So get a Volcanic, and we'll see another Simian Spirit Guide come out. Pass back over. It's like he's got a Shadow, a Snuff Out. There's a Snuff Out there. Another attack for 3. And 2 Force of Wills and a black card, which I believe is Orcish Bowmaster. See another Spirit Guide come out. Zach's not having very much luck this game. See a Bowmaster come out targeting Zach. See if this resolves. Zach is patiently waiting, trying to decide if this is going to resolve or not. It does. Zach will take 1 damage, and there will be additional creature on the battlefield. Alright. Another Wasteland. Ryan's got it all this game. We'll see attack for 2. Or 3 with Menace. Draw from Zach. I do have a Fire and Ice, so he can kill the Bowmaster and the Orc. See a fetch from Zach here, getting a Tropical Island. And he's going to cast a fire. He's going to cast a fire on the Bowmasters. Ryan's going to let that go. And we'll see a draw from Ryan. It's a Murktide. Yuck. And this should probably be an 8/8 when it comes into play. He has plenty of spells in the graveyard, and he's not worried about having Delirium. So we'll see another 3. Fetch from Zach. And an Endurance. And we'll see the Force of Will, pitching Force of Will on the Endurance. 1 draw to go. And Zach's going to scoop it up. If you've been enjoying our content, please be sure to like and subscribe. For the Players Cap 7, Zach will be on the play this time, leading off the Wooded Foothills. We'll see Ryan play a Badlands into a Thoughtseize. Seems like it's a trend in this game. Looks like we've got Seagate Restoration, 2 Violent Outbursts, a Simian Spirit Guide, Volcanic Island, and a Basic Island. We'll go to Zach's turn. He'll draw. We'll probably see him play the Basic Island here and pass back. Unless he has a Simian, unless he tries to go for it right here. But I don't think he'd play into a Daze. Alright, we're going to see Ryan draw. And we'll see him swap cycle to get a Watery Grave. And then he'll pass back over to Zach. Zach to draw. Has a Lord Revealed in his hand and an Unknown. He could go for a Violent Outburst here. He has no way to protect it. We'll see it end of turn Brainstorm into Zach fetching and trying to Violent Outburst into a Rhino, which will be followed by a Force of Will from Ryan. Ryan finishes his Brainstorm there. And off that Brainstorm, he saw a Ponder Grief and a Water Grave. And off of that Ponder, he'll see a Wasteland of Polluted Delta. So we'll see a Grief and Evoked, Seagate Restoration, Lorn Revealed, Fire Ice, and a Simian Spirit Guide. We'll see what he takes off of this. He could take him off a land here with the Seagate Restoration. He does have the Island Cyclone for the Lord Revealed, so he has 2 ways to do it. He's going to take the Fire Ice here. That's pretty smart. It keeps him from tapping down any creatures while there's no pressure on the board. See a Seagate Restoration come into play. Tapped from Zach, and he'll suspend a Rhino. He'll pass it back over to Ryan. Ryan will fetch here, getting another Watery Grave, and play the namesake card of the deck, Death Shadow. We'll see Zach Lorn Revealed go get a Volcanic Island. We'll see the Crashing Footfalls suspend, take down 1, and looks like Zach's going to play a Simian Spirit Guide here. Pass back over to Ryan, which Ryan has a Snuff Out. Whew, that's tough. And another Watery Grave, Polluted Delta. He could fetch Shock for another Watery Grave, point down to 5, making this an 8/8. And he does. He's going to attack Zach down to 11. Back over to Zach, taking down on the Crashing Footfalls. Zach follows up with another Simian Spirit Guide and a fetch land. Let's see what Ryan drew there. He found a Brazen Borrower. Ouch. To bounce that Spirit Guide, another 8 over to Zach. And pass back over to Zach. 1 card to draw here. And we've got Simian Spirit Guide again. And another land. And Ryan just found a dismember off the top, which will end the game. That'll be it. Thanks for watching. If you've been enjoying our content, please be sure to like and subscribe. Like another watery grave and a motorcycle riding by.